Oh, yeah. There we go. That's better. Isn't that better? Don't I look better? Cool. Good evening, everybody. This is Tim Little with Distilled Living, doing Crazy Cabin Fever cocktails, produced by Fascination Design, episode 53. I'm fairly certain. Nope.
54.
I missed one. 54. See, this is why there's a production team. We're doing back more like we did at the beginning of the show, where we're throwing together whatever we had lying around, because we really did not plan for tonight particularly well. So I just grabbed some stuff that may or may not turn into a decent cocktail, and we will see how it goes. So we picked up this new bitters. So this is Bitter Cube Slow Crafted Bitters Cherry Bark Vanilla, which is Hillary. When she was smelling this, she was like, wow, it smells like fennel, which is distinctively different from licorice, anise, and those sorts of flavors. And totally, if you look at the back of this, it says fennel, that exact ingredient. And actually, the overall is pretty nice. It is really dominated by the fennel, the cherry bark vanilla way lower. But I thought it was interesting. We're playing with it because it's the new bitters in our house. We're doing a ton of stuff with Sterla dark chocolate liqueur. I can't even remember why we bought it. It seemed like a good idea.
I think Tim's asking me, why did we buy it?
I don't know why we have this product in the house. It made sense at the time.
I think we had a question about dark cocoa for a particular cocktail, and I don't remember what it was. No. And that was the one that you picked out to try to figure out something. So, it's chocolate. So, I mean, who doesn't like chocolate?
Right. It's actually really quite good. I don't know what the inspiration was, some sort of project. Maybe some virtual bourbon tasting or something. I don't know. This stuff, though, I know why we have this. Sheelan, white chocolate country cream. I'm not entirely clear what this product is. But we have it because we did a virtual event with it tonight as a cocktail ingredient. So that's why we have it. Product of Ireland, 13.9% ABV, grape wine, grain neutral spirits, and natural flavors. Contains milk. Consume within 6 months of opening. Generally keep roughly refrigerated.
So you think the flavor profile is going to be like Irish cream, but not based off the same spirit?
It's very buttery. It's like really buttery.
He's making his own cocktail, and there's no one here, so he gets to drink out of the... How do you know it's your cocktail?
I don't actually know it's my cocktail. Do you want to try it? Tell me what you think. It tastes like whiskey butter with vanilla.
It smells like whiskey butter.
It tastes like, I was not expecting it to taste like that, let's be honest. It
tastes like kind of like sweet butter.
Yeah, it's like sweetened. It doesn't taste creamy at all. It tastes like sweetened butter with Irish whiskey and vanilla.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Anyway, so that's totally a different flavor profile than I thought it was going to be. This may or may not work.
Yeah, you should be able to use it all together.
So I was thinking, honestly, spiced rum would kind of make sense with all of this stuff. So I grabbed Second Sight spiced rum, which I'm a fan of Second Sight. I'm debating whether or not to make this a bourbon now, because that was really different. Let's try it, see what happens. Okay, so I'm just doing a building glass.
Try it without the Sheelan first and see how everything tastes together.
Well, see, I was thinking I was put this in first because I needed this to dilute some, and if I add it at the end, it's gonna. Unless you want to give me another. Okay, so we're gonna try this without the Sheelan. It's kind of weird mouthfeel. It's really buttery. I guess milk counts as a natural flavor because milk, it says it contains milk, but milk isn't listed as an ingredient. I don't know. I'm not an authority on, or even well-versed even a little bit on cream liqueurs. So I don't know. So I'm going to do a rum old-fashioned basically. It's going to be Bitter Cube. It's going to be my 2 dashes to start. This is fairly sweet, but I've had a long day, so I'm going to do something fairly sweet with this. Let's do actually a full part of this. Actually, this has a beautiful bitterness on it. Donut, just come after me. So we're going to do the second
donut,
one.
By the way?
I said donut.
Okay.
And so I can use a little bit more of this. So I used a full part. So I'm just doing a 2-1-2. We'll see how this turns out. There was a little bit of the cream in my jigger because it didn't all completely come out because it's really sticky. And and viscous. So there's going to be a little tiny bit of it in this drink. And then I'm just going to do my building glass and just stir it real quick. Yeah, that stuff is sticky enough. This stuff is sticky enough that having a little bit in the jigger, just a tiny little bit. I thought it was a tiny little bit. It's actually incorporating into the cocktail pretty substantially. I can smell it now. I can really smell the rum. That is a really weird consistency looking thing. Ooh, holy cow, that smells good. Wow. Reminds me of something. That's freaking amazing.
How much of everything did you use?
It's a 212.
Okay.
I can't put my finger on what that reminds me of right now.
Apple pie.
That is like apple pie.
I don't know why the chocolate's
It's a
lost.
lot of apple pie. Yeah, the chocolate's completely lost.
But it has like kind of an apple pie thing going on.
It completely has an apple pie thing going on.
All the spices, it has just like, I don't know why, but I think the butteriness, just that little bit that you got from the having that in the.
Yeah, that was like a dash. That wasn't even a full quarter of an ounce. That was like not even an eighth of an ounce of the Shilin.
Some of it may be that
But
like it kind of clung to your mouth too, because like I think
yes.
that like it really clung to my mouth afterwards, and like the flavor stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
So some of our flavor profile may be coming from that too.
Mm-hmm. This is giving it like a buttery pastry kind of thing, which I think is where the apple pie is coming from. Obviously, the spices from the spiced rum and from the bitters. Weirdly, yeah, the chocolate's completely repressed, but it brings up this bitterness like you would get in. It's more accentuating the spices.
I think also your bitterness aspect of it kind of brings out like that Granny Smith kind of quality.
It does.
Even though there's no apple.
Sharp kind of character. That's really, really good. I don't think I need to make a different one. Like this is.
I'm curious though, like how much of what we tasted first is impacting the cocktail overall. Like I would make this again.
Okay.
Without taste testing the Shilin.
Yeah.
And see if it still tastes like apple. You might actually have to add a little tiny bit more of the Shilin in if you are not taste testing the Shilin first.
Yeah, maybe go to.
Am I calling it the right
I don't know. It's got an accent over the I.
Okay.
I don't know how it's pronounced. We'll make educated guess about it.
If anybody in the audience wants to tell us how to pronounce this, that'd be awesome.
Maybe bring this up to a quarter of an ounce. Because I literally had like maybe an eighth of an ounce. I'm totally integrated that drink. So
yeah, just to accomplish that flavor, having not tasted it first, because it really, that buttery characteristic, I think actually there's enough cream in there that I think it's stuck to the tongue and the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it really is apple pie, and it is really delicious though.
Yeah. I might even try this with just a touch of sparkling. It is a thick character, which is like.
But I'm afraid that
not
you
a full
lose that
highball.
Pastry quality.
You probably would lose the pastry quality. That's a good point. It's got an interesting viscosity to it. You almost, I don't know. I've never had anything like this. This ingredient is super weird, and I'm entirely unprepared for how this was going to work in this drink.
But apparently, we can turn drinks into something that tastes like pastry with it. So that's actually kind of awesome.
We may be experimenting with this a little bit more because the buttery pastry thing is kind of cool, and there's a buttery character in a lot of bourbons. So maybe this will be our new thing to experiment with.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Are you gonna make another drink?
Do you want me to make another drink? What do you want me to make?
I don't know. Nah, that was good. I'm curious. Actually, do you want to try it with a little bit, like the way you had planned on making it, to see what happens?
Yeah, sure. So let's see what happens if we go. What I planned on was doing a full quarter ounce of this. So maybe what we had on the palette was actually correct. So we're gonna do. It's gonna be 2. This has a beautiful aroma on it. What's interesting is none of these stand out in this cocktail. It just everything elevates the spiced rum.
But more in an apple quality. Like I actually don't feel like I'm drinking rum either.
No, it's like maybe almost a spiced apple brandy kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. Or what you would imagine a spiced apple brandy would taste like.
So that was a quarter ounce there. This is going to be a full 1. Might have been able to cut back on that because this is going to bring a lot of sweet, but I don't know. I was not prepared for. I don't know. I wasn't prepared for the how the Sheila tasted at all because I'd never had it before. And then 2 of my rum.
And when he says that we had it for an event, that doesn't mean Tim was doing the event.
Oh, I wasn't doing the event. No. So I literally.
That's why he really doesn't know what it tastes like.
I was not involved in the design of the event. I was not involved in any part of the event other than putting this in a box for another mixologist, Jordan. Thank you very much for doing that event, to come in and take care of it. So I literally was at a loss for what this product was.
I'm wondering if that's the one that he did with Matt earlier today. I need to go back
Oh, I
and
don't
look
know.
at the
Why don't you look
recipes. Because I think that might make an interesting kind of holiday minty cocktail too.
It's not apple pie anymore.
So much less to make it apple pie.
It's like
Now it tastes sort of like Irish cream again.
I was going to say it's like what I hope Bailey would taste like. Is that wrong?
Yeah. So the other one
Like
tasted like
this-
apple pie. This tastes like a really good Irish cream. Right?
Yeah, like this in coffee in the morning would be just amazing. Like that's actually like the best Irish
So
cream.
this
I've
is
ever
going to be
had.
your creamer tomorrow?
It's
You're going to
possible.
strain it?
It's very possible. I don't have any calls before noon. We'll see.
Okay.
There
Well,
we go. So that was kind of interesting. So we played with a new ingredient. This is the Crazy Cabin Fever Cocktails show, so that's how this works. We don't necessarily know what we're doing on it.
bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait. We'll be back again 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Wednesday. And we might have somebody else, one of our other mixologists,
No.
maybe. Oh,
Next Wednesday
No.
is Christmas Eve.
okay. I actually know what's going to happen
Special
next
show.
week,
Stay
but,
tuned.
but I need to set it up and make sure. I don't want to announce it. So, and I know this is only a fraction of my face, but I'm going to trip over a cord here. So, hi and
Yeah.
bye.
Bye. Tune in next week. Something different. Cheers.